Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4. So today we are going to talk about renewable energy, which is wind energy. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wan Marisa Sarafinas binti Wan Abdul Jalil and I'm from AS105L. So in my video, I would like to talk about what is wind energy and what makes wind. As we know that wind energy is one of renewable energy. So what is renewable energy? Renewable energy is energy that collect from renewable resources and it will replenish naturally on human time scale. So what is wind energy? Wind energy is the use of wind to provide mechanical power through wind turbines to form electric generators and traditionally to do other works such as grinding grains and pumping water. It is consists of many individual wind turbines that connected to the electric power transmission network. Wind is the air in motion produced by the uneven heating of the Earth's surface by the sun. The sun shines on land and water, and then land heats up more faster than the water. Because of that, warm air on the land will rise, while cool air over the water will move in and replace the rising of warm air. Two factors that necessary on specific wind are speed and blow.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Atiqah.
Next, I would like to explain about three types of wind energy, which is offshore wind, utility scale wind, and the last one is distributed or small wind.
For the first type of wind energy is offshore wind. Offshore wind power or offshore wind energy is the use of wind farms constructed in bodies of water, usually in the ocean, to harvest wind energy to generate electricity. Offshore wind is an abundant domestic energy resources that is located close to major coastal load center. As the wind blows, it flows over the air-force-shaped blades of wind turbine, causing the turbine blades to spin. The blades are connected to a drive shaft that turns an electric generator to produce electricity. Next, the second type of wind energy is utility scale wind. Utility scale wind is wind turbine that range in size from 100 kilowatt to several megawatts, where the electricity is delivered to the power grid and distributed to the end user by electric utilities or power system operators. Utility scale turbines are usually defined as turbines that exceed 100 kilowatts in size. Utility scale wind turbines are typically installed in large multi-turbine wind farms connected to the nation's transmission system. For the last one is distributed wind. Distributed or small wind is defined as single small wind turbines below 100 kilowatts that are used to directly power a house, farm, or small business and are not connected to the grid. Distributed wind energy system offer reliable electricity generation in a wide variety of global settings, including households, schools, farm and range, businesses, towns, communities, and remote location.
Now, I would like to explain the application that use wind energy.
The first one is the wind energy is used to propel the sailboats in river and seas to transport men and materials from one place to another. The second one is wind energy is used to run pumps to draw water from the grounds through windmills. And the last one is wind energy has also been used to run flour mills to grind the grains like wilt and corn into flour.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Tengku Fatin Syafiqah binti Tengku Shahrir from AS1205L.
So there are two types of wind turbine, which is firstly is horizontal axis and second is vertical axis. So the horizontal axis is like the traditional farm windmills used for pumping water, and its most large modern wind turbines are horizontal axis turbines. And for vertical axis, it's like the 8-bit style Darius model named after its French inventor. Firstly, horizontal axis wind turbine. Horizontal axis wind turbine have the main rotor shaft and electrical generator at the top of a tower and must be pointed into the wind. Small turbines are pointed by a simple wind vane, while large turbines generally use a wind sensor coupled with a servo motor. Most have a gearbox which turns the slow rotation of the blades into a quicker rotation that is more suitable to drive an electrical generator. Second is vertical axis wind turbine. A vertical axis wind turbine is a type of wind turbine where the main rotor shaft is set transverse to the wind but not necessarily vertically, while the main components are located at the base of the turbine. This arrangement allows the generator and gearbox to be located close to the ground, facilitating service and repair. Vertical axis wind turbine do not need to be pointed into the wind, which removes the need for wind sensing and orientation mechanisms. So next, how does wind turbine work? Wind turbine blades rotate when hit by the wind, and this doesn't have to be a strong wind. Either the blades of most turbines will start turning at the wind speed of 3 to 5 meters per second, which is a gentle breeze. It's this spinning motion that turns a shaft in the nacelle, which is the box-like structure at the top of a wind turbine. A generator blows into the nacelle that converts the kinetic energy of the turning shaft into electrical energy. This then passes through a transformer which steps up the voltage so it can be transported on the national grid or used by a local site.
My name is Wan Azira binti Wan Abdullah. I'm going to talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of the wind turbine. There are so many advantages of the wind turbine, and some of that is cost effective. Land-based utility scale, the wind is one of the lowest price energy that available today because the electricity from wind farm is sold at fixed price over a long period of time and its fuel is free. Wind energy mitigates the price uncertainty that fuel costs add to the traditional source of energy. Next, wind energy is a clean fuel source that doesn't pollute the environment, unlike unrenewable sources such as coal or natural gas. These particles emit particulate matters such as nitrogen gas or sulfur dioxide that cause human health problems and environmental damage. Other than that, wind energy is sustainable. As you know that wind energy is actually from a form of solar energy. Wind are caused by the heating of the atmosphere by sun, rotation of earth and the earth's surface irregularities. For as long as the sun shines and wind blows, the energy can be produced continuously. The disadvantages of wind turbine. Although wind turbine have a lot of advantages and its benefits, but it also have some challenges, or we call it as disadvantages. Firstly, wind power is inconsistent. In terms of consistency, wind energy has a lot in common with solar energy. Wind speed fluctuates each day, although it qualifies as a renewable resources. For example, on a cold and foggy day, it is likely that there will be insufficient wind to generate any electricity. But on the summer, winter or windy day, the wind turbine can work hard and generate a lot of electric. Besides that, turbine might cause noise pollution or aesthetic pollution. For example, noise produced by the turbine blades might have bad impact to the environment. Besides, concern also exists over the visual impact to the landscape. Lastly, the wind turbine or wind plant can impact the power system grid. So what is the wind plant? Wind plant is a group of wind turbine in the same place used to produce electric. And power system grid is an interconnected network for delivering electricity from producer to consumer. It supply real power variation into the upstream grid that cause voltage variation with consequences for the electrical power system and the customers. On the other hand, the increasing use of power electronics in wind generation system introduce voltage and current harmonics into the power system. Wind energy can cause problems with voltage stability and transient stability. That's all from my group and I. I hope you all enjoy and got some useful information from our presentation. Don't forget to like and share this content.